In 2007, Jobs walked on stage and said, "Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything." He was about to kill the most profitable product at the most valuable phone company in the world. He did it anyway. That's judgment. In 1994, a 30-year-old Wall Street quant gave his startup a 30% chance of survival. He quit his job anyway. That startup was Amazon, and the decision framework he used, he still uses today. In 2005, a 21-year-old kid turned down $1 billion offer from Yahoo to buy his social network. Everyone, his board, his advisor, the press, said he was insane. Mark Zuckerberg bet on himself. Facebook went on to become over $1 trillion. Three different founders, three moments where the easy choice was obvious and wrong. One pattern: the people who build the future and the ones with the most resources. The other ones with the best judgment at the time it matters most. This is inflection point. I'm Bob. I'm a founder. Right now, I'm building something in the AI agent space, a platform where creators can launch AI agents that work around the clock across markets. It's early, it's messy, and honestly, most days I'm making decisions with no playbook. Should we go all in one vertical or spread across many? Should we launch now or wait? Should we raise or bootstrap? Should we bet on this model or that one? There's no one to call who's done this before because nobody has. The AI agent economy is brand new. The old startup advice: move fast, break things, fail forward. That's not strategy. That's a bumper sticker. What I need was something deeper. I needed judgment, the ability to read a situation, identify the pattern, and make the right call. Even when the data is incomplete, the stakes are high and the clock is ticking. So I went looking for it, not in business books, not in Twitter threads, in the actual decision of people who build things that lasted. Here's what I discovered. Every major decision a founder faces today has been faced before, just by someone with different stakes. What to kill your best product to build the future? Steve Jobs solved that in 2007. Cannibalizing the iPod to launch the iPhone. How to make a reversible decision under radical uncertainty. Bezos solved that in 1994, using a framework rooted in cognitive science research from the same year. When to say no to $1 billion. Zuckerberg solved that in 2025. Zuckerberg solved that in 2005, turning down Yahoo because he saw that his board couldn't. How to build an information advantage before anyone else. The Rothschild family solved that at the Battle of Waterloo in 1885. It's the same playbook behind every data-driven fund and AI trading agent today. The patterns are everywhere. History is full of people who face impossible decisions at inflection points, moments where the right call changed everything and the wrong call meant oblivion. And the framework they used, they're not locked in the past. They're portable, they're usable right now. That's what this show is. Inflection Point is a podcast about judgment and decision frameworks for founders building in the AI era. Each episode follows a simple structure. We take one founder decision challenge, something you're actually struggling with. We find a historical inflection point where someone faced the same pattern and enormous stakes. We extract the framework, the actual decision model they used, and we translate into a skill that you can use it today. One episode, one historical case, one usable skill. This is very similar to 48 Laws of Power, but for founders, with real case studies instead of Machiavellian games. I'm making this show because I believe we're living through the most consequential inflection point since the birth of the internet. AI agents are about to reshape every market, every workflow, every economic relationship. And the founders who win won't be the ones with the most funding or the best models. They will be the ones with the best judgment. Because there's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. AI makes execution free. You can build anything now. Any feature, any products, any workflow. I can shape that in hours. The bottleneck is no longer can we build it. The bottleneck is should we build it. And that's judgment. Knowing which of the 1,000 things you should build is the one thing that you should build. Knowing when to go all in and when to hold back. Knowing when information is a weapon and when it's a trap. That's the skill that's going to separate the founders who define the next decade from the ones who get swept away by it. Now, I don't think that skill comes from reading TechCrunch or scrolling Twitter. I think it comes from studying the people who face the same pattern under even higher stakes and won. So every episode of Inflection Point delivers three things: a story, a real historical moment where someone faced an impossible decision. I'll put you through the room, you'll feel the stakes, you'll understand why this was an inflection point. A framework, The actual decision model, broken down into principles you can understand and apply. Not theory, not philosophy, a tool. A skill card. At the end of every episode, I'll give you a compact, screenshot-worthy summary of the framework. Save it, collect it, use them, or even use them in cloud. By the end of season 1, you will have 12 decision tools that most founders spent years learning the hard way. In season 1, there's 12 episodes. Here's a taste of what's coming. In episode 1, it's the Bezos regret test. How a 30-year-old Wall Street quant used a simple question to make the biggest decision of his life, and why every founder in the AI era should steal his framework. In episode 2 is the Turing filter. How the man who broke Enigma teaches us how to make decisions when we have incomplete information. Spoiler, you don't need more data, you need better questions. Episode 3 is about the Rockefeller squeeze, Standard Oil's vertical integration playbook, and what it teaches about building supply-side moats when platform can cut you off overnight. And that's just the beginning. We're building towards 48 skills, 48 frameworks, complete judgment toolkit for the AI era. I'm Bob. I'm a founder building in the AI agent space, and this is the show I wish existed when I started. Inflection point. History doesn't repeat, but decision patterns do. We have new episodes drop every 2 weeks. Episode 1 is out today, and let's go.